I'm a healthy food eater, and I purposely I'm intentional daily to eat foods that are healthy. But according to your research and your studies and the things that you're coaching people on, healthy foods can actually make you sick. So can you
Yeah.
spend some time on exactly what you mean by that?
Yeah. So healthy foods, the standard American diet, the quote unquote healthy foods can
Hmm.
actually make you inflamed inside. And by inflamed, people are familiar with, they get a cut, there's inflammation, and then, there's a scab that forms over that kind of healing. What I'm talking about is kind of internal inflammation. The scientific word is called systemic inflammation. And what
Hmm.
this can cause is kind of take, suck up the resources of our immune system. And foods, for example, like we've all heard of gluten, we've all heard of like
Right.
dairy, but some
Hmm.
of the hidden ones are like grains or FODMAPs or nightshades or some of these high histamine foods that we might not be aware of. And one of the biggest reasons, we want to be careful of that is because when there's inflammation that's happening inside of our gut, it's really going to set this whole immune response
Mm.
inside the rest of our body. And about 70 to 80% of our immune system is located inside of our gut. It's also responsible for producing melatonin, serotonin to make us feel happy, to get to sleep. And so if our gut's not functioning properly, that can directly affect our brain. And so by eating these foods that are causing these internal fires in our body, it's going to be sucking up all that bandwidth, which is going to affect our energy. But ultimately, it's also going to affect potentially like our snoring and all these other indicators of inflammation that are happening. And so if we can remove those foods for a period of 3 to 4 weeks and then reintroduce those, like a reintroduction diet, or you can do like an IgG blood test and you can determine what foods you're actually sensitive to. I find the easiest thing is just to remove those foods for 3 to 4 weeks and then bring them in one at a time. There's a systematic way to do it, but high level view, that's usually what I'd look at.